This is my walking horse, Ed's Platinum Blonde. I'm Ed, and she's had a few months off, and I just hopped on her just about 10 minutes ago. I've got her back because this is her first ride in a few months. I've got her back in her snaffle bit set up just to see in case I have to do any lateral sort of work with her. She was in a western bit when I stopped, and started working some other horses, but I got her back out here, and she's relaxed, pretty good about it. She's playing with the cricket there. That's what you hear in that that noise there. That's called a cricket. It's a roller inside the bit. This bit is Pat Puckett's one that he calls the missing link snaffle. It's kind of like a play on words. It doesn't have a link, so that's one thing. It's missing a link, but it's also like a missing link to like your success or something. So it's a solid shaft, and it's shaped like this, and it's got a bends here. And he came up with that to help horses transition into like the western bit, more seamlessly. So anyhow, that's what she's doing right now. I just let her stop. We were going around. I like going around these. We have these storm drains, here, and they're real heavy duty. And I like to circle around those. But I'll show you how she is. She has a real gas pedal, and she's still. She's young. I think she's 5 or 6 right now. So she's a young horse, and she had a foal last year, and so she was off that whole year. And but anyhow, this is the one that I ride a lot and work with a lot. And so I just like to do circles around these and try to get her relaxed about it. When I was give her a little bit of leg, get her going. Come on, keep going. When I first hopped on her, she's just like idling fast, That's what I call it. It's like, there we go. But she's kind of settled down right now. So I like to do these things. It helps. I'm sure it's good for a lot of horses, but it helps gaited horses too, because it helps them get, you bend them around like your inside leg, and they get flexible, and that'll help them with gating and stuff like that. Because typically when they're not gating, it's usually, not always, but it's usually they're stiff, and probably 9 times out of 10 they're stiff, and or they don't have the muscle tone. But anyhow, when you get them soft and supple going around stuff, they break into the gait, and you help loosen them up. Like a pace is a lateral gait, so it's like a shuffle almost, and they get real rigid like a board. And so if your horse is real rigid and he's pacing all the time, you got to flex them, get them soft and supple. But she's doing nicely here. I didn't want to record when I first started because I just wanted to concentrate on what I'm doing, but she seems like she's doing pretty nicely here right now. Her mind's with me again, we're gonna stop. She just took off a little bit. See, that's what she does. Like when she gets a thought in her mind, like when she thinks, oh, I'm gonna go over there, she hustles, and if it's behind you, she'll spin and turn and haul it the other direction. So you got to be really ready to stop her with your legs or shut her down or whatever. And she's real sensitive. Like she's very sensitive to your cues and stuff too. So you have to be fast, but you can't. Sometimes if you're real hard with it, she's going to respond even more rapidly. So it's kind of she's a real fun horse to ride. Actually, I love riding her. That's Ed's Miss Sparkle right there. Kevin was working here. All the guys just went to lunch right now. Come on, keep going. So Come on. Come on. Try to speed her up a little bit, get her going. She wants to slow down. So see, when she speeds up, this is where I'm still working with her. She raises her head. And I got to try to get her to be able to speed up and not raise her head and just relax. See, I like how her ears are on me, though. She really listens. Or she tries to, you know. She gives you her concentration. There you go. So I'm trying to keep the speed up a little bit with her. See how she's kind of trotting there. There we go. So like what Eric tells me to do all the time, man, this works, is, you know, if your horse wants to go, make them go. Like encourage them to go, because before you know it, they're going to want to slow down and stop. And you go, no, that was good. You had a good idea going. So that was their idea. So you stick with their idea and get them going, you know, and keep them going when they want to stop. And what that does is it changes their, like if you, let me tell you, if you do the opposite, if your horse really wants to go and you try to shut him down, in his mind or her mind, they're still thinking go, okay? So the whole point when you're training a horse and riding a horse is you get to their mind. And so they're thinking go, and you're stopping them. They go, man, if I could just go, I'd feel really good. I'd feel really good if I could just go, you know, that's what they're thinking. But if they go and you say, oh, that's a good idea, and you keep them going, you know, and so if it's a canter or if it's a trot or something, keep them going. Because horses feel, first off, they feel comfortable when they're going, or it's a positive thing. It helps them feel like they're escaping and, you know, going to safety and all that kind of stuff. So that's good. But what happens is, before you know it, if you keep them going, they're going to start to think. All they're going to start to think is, man, I wish I could stop. Man, I wish I could stop. Man, I wish I could stop. And you're going to keep going. No, that's a good idea. You had a great idea. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And the horse is, all it's going to be thinking about is, man, I wish I could stop. And when you give it the slightest cue to stop, it's going to stop on a dime. And you better be ready too. Brace yourself, because they're going to stop really quickly. And that's something. So that really works well and to get to their mind. So if you have a horse that wants to, you know, race off with you, well, find a spot where you feel comfortable and just keep them going. It's not always possible, you know, if you're in an area like that, you know, like a certain trail thing you haven't gone to or something like that, but if you have any sort of pasture or arena or pen or something like that, or maybe around your farm or around where your horses are kept, you know, just keep them going. Like she wants to stop now, so I'm gonna just keep her going. I'm not even getting her going as fast as I should, probably. There we go. See how she's raising her head now? I'm not going to stop the pressure until she lowers it. There you go. Now I'm going to keep the pressure on until she lowers it. I got a little bit of leg pressure on her, both legs. There, she dropped her head, so I let go of the pressure there. So I'm trying to do that, get her to lower her head. But I want her to do it on her own. I want her to come up with her to figure it out. You know, I don't want to necessarily pull her into it, or I would never use a tie down or anything like that. I think those are bad ideas. But I'm trying to get her to, I got a little leg on her. Let's see. Now see how she raised her head? See, keep the leg on her. Gonna keep it on her. Gotta keep it on her. I want to keep it on her till she lowers her head. See how her head's still up? She's still bothered. There you go. Good. So when she lowered it, I released the leg pressure. Okay, now I'm going to do it again. I'm looking over to the left here. Got some leg on her. See, what like Eric was saying is this, what we're trying to teach her here is, when my legs come on you, it's relax and get yourself in some sort of collection, and then it goes away. So it becomes the opposite of how it starts out usually. With when you first put your legs on a horse, even one leg, a lot of times they'll speed up because they just think that means go, you know. So even if it's one leg, and so the first thing you got to do is teach them that no, two legs means go forward. One leg may have different meanings. It might be, you know, move away from pressure. You know, it's always move away from pressure, but if you bend around your leg, might be, you know, turn on the haunches or disengage the hind end or something like that, right? So, so you first have to separate that and get that working, and then once we get that, we do this thing like, let me see. I have a video on there where I'm teaching Blondie to drop her head. Yeah, see, there she dropped it, good. And you start with just picking up on, let me see if I can get her to do it here, I'll show you. You start with just picking up on the reins a little bit. She's not paying attention. So I'm gonna go like this, pick up on the reins, and wait. There. See? So I just released it there. So I do it again. There you go. See? So that's how you do it. And then what you do is then you build the legs into it, where you put some leg on them, and they learn to drop their head with the leg. And then, so then when you pick up the reins, like, see, she dropped. Good. See, she's remembering. See, so you pick up the rein, drops her head. Good. See, so it's kind of like, hey, attention, you know, we're gonna get working here. You know, like clapping your hands. Come on, people, pay attention. You know, here we go. 1, 2, 3, you know, so see, so she's got that. Then what you got to do is you got to get it moving. So here, I'm gonna get her to move out. So get her move out. That's harder. Like, see, she's not doing it now, see, because she's thinking of something else, like chewing gum and walking at the same time. You know, she's got to learn that. Come on. So I'm just going to hold it like this until she drops. There you go, she dropped. So I released it. See that? It's just an inch. So let's go over this way. Let's go this way. There you go. There you go. Good. So she's remembering a lot of the stuff since I rode her. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ride her some more. And then I might swap bits with her, put her in the western bit, and I'll go in the round pen, I think, and work her a little bit there. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm liking how really like how her ears are facing me. That's a really good sign there. She's listening to me, you know, waiting for me to ask something. So, and I got her all fly sprayed and everything. The flies are rough right now. They're the real biting ones. But anyhow, so I'm going to keep working with her, and thanks for watching. Should people subscribe? They should. Hey, smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.